Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know it has been a little bit. I had a lot happening, great, positive, amazing things happening, but haven't had a whole lot of time to create any sort of episodes here. But I wanted to do a short episode because this is my platform and it's a place where sometimes I can just get my feelings and my thoughts out. It's one of the reasons why I think people enjoy podcasts is because you just get the realness, right? Um, and I want to lean into a little bit of what I do professionally in this one because I think that there's a bit of crossover with basketball recruiting, and it's this: there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of adults in this world of basketball recruiting who promise things that they cannot deliver on. They just can't. Um, and I'm gonna break that down here in a second, but the reason I wanna start with that premise is because this is what I do as a consultant. This is how I train salespeople in their job, is to make sure that you're talking to people and getting the information from the people who can deliver on your goal, right? So if you're selling something in a professional environment and you want somebody to buy something from you, you have to go talk to the people who can actually do that. And when they say to you, "We're cutting you a purchase order," it's a lot different than when somebody says, "Hey, go talk to this person because I hear they're having some problems." Both are necessary, but it's important to understand that there's really only one group or person who is going to be able to deliver on whatever the promise is and what the goals are. So what does this mean for basketball? I've heard this now multiple times and it's actually starting to bother me. I've heard club directors, I've heard trainers, and I've heard high school coaches say to players and parents, if you fill in the blank, play for my club, come and train with me, play for my high school, whatever it is, you will get a Division 1 college basketball scholarship, or you're going to go play in college. That's false. It just is. There's no way around. And the reason why I know it's false is because those club directors, trainers, high school coaches, whatever it is, they're not the ones issuing the college scholarships. They, they're making a guarantee to a player and to a parent that they cannot actually act upon. Right? They don't make the offers. They don't sign the letters of intent. They're not the college coaches. And the reason why it's bothering me is because I think it's starting to lead players and parents down incorrect pathways. Because what really is true is that, yes, there are trainers. Yes, there are club directors. Yes, there are high school coaches and high school programs, which can increase the probability that you as a player will be able to go play whatever it is, Division 1, any level of college. That's true. Right? Like there are things that you can do and people you can be around that will increase your chances, increase your probability. But those people are not the ones issuing the scholarships. So we need to stop with it. Right? Yes, okay. It's important if somebody says, "Look at the history. Look at the players that I've helped develop. Look at where they've ended up." Right? Here is my Rolodex. All of that stuff is, I'm not minimizing the importance of that stuff. But watch out for people whose mouths are writing checks that they cannot cash. So if you're a player and you are, looking for various options, let's just say it's to play to work with a trainer or to play for a club team. And if you start to hear them say things like, "Hey, if you come over here, if you do this thing, then you will," and it's definitive, be very, very careful of those people. Because chances are they also have something to sell you. They have something to gain from either you have to pay them, right? You have to join their organization. They want to market you. They want to get like they probably are saying that because they want something from you. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's all part of this whole thing, right? Like you have to pay money to do to play in a club. You have to, you have to pay money to the trainer. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just understanding that there are sometimes motivations that are not aligned with your desired outcome all the time. And so be careful. That's all. I'll just say that. Be so careful. And instead, find people who are willing to say, I can't make you any promises here. I don't know. It's probably up to you to do the right things. It's up for you to put in the work. It's up for you to do the networking, to go to the visits, to go to the camps. Like it's up to you and your family to make sure you as a player and as a family, you are the most important two people in your recruiting journey by far, by a country mile, because you control the things that you can control. You can control your effort. You can control your hard work. You can control how much you're in the gym, right? You can control if you show up to practice early. You control if you stay late. You control if you watch film instead of getting on social media. You control when you go to sleep. You control if you don't have your phone in your room. Plug your cell phone in outside of your room. You can do this stuff. You can control whether or not you are supplementing correctly. You can control all of that stuff. All of it is within your control. And all of those things also increase your probability of achieving the goal that you want to. But you don't control your playing time. Your coach does. So stop worrying about that, right? You don't control what games your team plays. You don't control how many times you shoot the ball. You don't control a lot of stuff during the game. You don't control who you guard. You don't control what coaches show up. You don't even control whether or not the coach is going to watch your film or if they're going to call you back. So there's a lot of things that are out of your control in this recruiting thing. And for sure those things are out of the control of the adults who are trying to tell you that they can do things that they can't. They just can't. They can't do the work for you. They can't be the ones to talk to the coaches for you, and they can't offer you a scholarship. So be careful. I see it too many times. I'm not gonna, sit here and call anybody out for sure. That's not my platform. That's not what I'm doing. But if you hear it, then just be aware. So this is a short episode. I was gonna make it into like a short video for Instagram, but I needed to work out my thoughts a little bit more. So I know we got the live periods coming up here. I try to keep up. There's just too many. And to that point, there are more. This is a crazy stat, but this is true. There are more 17U AAU teams playing this weekend. Teams playing. There are more of those teams, which means that there are 9 to 10x more players than there are currently available in the Division I transfer portal. Keep that in mind when you're looking around going, why aren't there more coaches here? It's because they have different priorities. Nothing wrong with that. It just means that the journey is going to be a little bit more different for a lot of players. And that's great. But there's a lot of that happening. So there's a lot of things. I'm going to go on another rant. There's a lot of really great events happening this weekend. Don't worry about whether or not coaches are out there watching you. Don't worry about whether or not they're contacting you back. Be proactive. Reach out to them beforehand. Send them your schedules. They may not reply, and that's okay. But at least they know that you're being proactive, that you are owning your journey, that you want it, and you're not just sitting around passively crossing your fingers, hoping that somebody's going to show up and watch your game. So enjoy your live period this weekend, and I'll make another episode, I guess, whenever the motivation, inspiration strikes.